welcome to my channel. My name is Raphael. Welcome to this fourth installment of the series where I talk about and break down the bandhas, the energetic locks. So in this fourth installment I am looking at Maha Bandha. Maha in English translates to great, supreme, or noble, and some of the translations, and Bandha is lock. So altogether it's often known as the great lock or the supreme lock, due to the fact that we are basically applying all three main bandhas altogether. So getting all the benefits from each bandha in one practice. It's often regarded as an advanced practice, and I definitely recommend maybe practicing each bandha individually, before engaging in the practice of Maha Bandha, just because again we getting all the benefits from each bandha. And the bandha application and activation can be something that can generate some powerful sensations on the physical level, emotional, mental level. So I think it's a good idea to proceed with caution when we're practicing the energetic locks. So like I said, some of the benefits is mainly, the main one is that we are stimulating the centers regarding each of the three main bandhas. So in the pelvic region, strengthening the pelvic floor muscles, but also in the solar plexus area, and finally in the throat. So within the throat, there is a very good bandha for the entire body, but specifically also the endocrine system. And it has a toning effect on the body when we're applying all three bandhas at the same time, since it is muscle construction. But it's not only, the benefits are not only while we're applying the bandhas where there is this contraction, but also obviously at the release, right? It's equally, we're getting the benefits when we engaging all three bandhas. There is the sensation that we basically trapping or capturing prana in between the perineum and the throat. And it's not just maintaining the prana, the life force in the upper body, but it's also channeling and circulating that energy within the bodies, within the nadis, the energy channels. So that's also, once we keeping the bandhas active, but equally when we're releasing, there is also some benefits in the release, bringing clearance in the mind, a sense of calm. And it's also what I would call harmonizing or balancing bandha, because we're also stimulating and balancing the Ida and Pingala channel, right? Those three main channels in the body, the left and the right, and then we have Sushumna in the center. And when we're applying the bandhas at the same time, there is this balancing between the right and the left side, and also between prana, the upward energy, and apana, the downward moving energy. So it's a beautiful practice. Usually practice it can be practiced as a pranayama on its own also, but in meditation or after pranayamas in kumbhaka, in the retention, right, when we're applying the three bandhas at the same time, it's usually how it is practiced. I also practice it when I do the nadis, the stomach churning, before practicing the asana practice. So sometimes I do that standing. It's something that we'll talk about in other videos, the nadis. But yes, so this beautiful practice. We are going to do 3 rounds. I will mention that there are, I think, always in yoga, I've said it before also regarding my own videos, right? I just speak of my own experience. And I think it's important to practice on our own, right? To find out what it is that resonates with ourselves and what we feel more comfortable with without stepping too far away, obviously, from the practice and the philosophy of yoga. Personally, just mentioning quickly, usually during the Maha Bandha, I've heard both being guided in terms of which bandhas to apply first. And traditionally, I think it's the most common way that people guide the Jaladhara Bandha first, then Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. And then as you release, you reversing the order, lifting the chin, releasing Uddiyana Bandha and then Mula Bandha last. And vice versa. I've also heard it being guided when starting with Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha and then Jaladhara Bandha and releasing in reverse. Personally, naturally, I tend to activate Mula Bandha first, then Uddiyana Bandha and Jaladhara Bandha. And then I release, lifting the chin, releasing. So activating from bottom to top and releasing from top to bottom. It is what I tend to do naturally, intuitively, I should say. But I also try to practice like in different ways just to see. And also, to be honest, I've never read or heard the reason why there should be a specific order. So maybe if you know, you can let me know the reason why. But so for this specific video, I will guide the way I naturally guide. So from bottom to top and top to bottom. And we will do 3 rounds. First, we'll do a few rounds of deergha swasam, the 3-part breath, just to create some expansion and also some focus before going into the kumbhaka, the retention. And Maha Bandha is after the exhalation that we do the retention. So find a comfortable seated position of your choice, placing your hands onto your knees with the palms facing down, and elongate your spine, releasing your shoulders at the same time, so that you are sitting up tall. And close your eyes for a moment. Bringing your awareness within and into your breath. Soften your forehead and your brow and the jawline. Exhale fully. Begin to inhale, expanding the belly and the lower back outward, then expanding the ribs, the rib cage, and lifting the inhalation all the way to the top of the chest and upper back, and exhaling from the upper chest, rib cage, and bring the belly in to expose the air out of the lungs, and continue like this, inhaling and exhaling in 3 parts. Making the breath even so that the inhalation and exhalation are the same length. And as you breathe in, lengthen your upper body. And as you breathe out, rooting down into your seat, to your legs, to the floor below you. We'll do 2 more at your own pace. After your next exhale, return to your natural breath. And open your eyes. I'm going to remove my shirt just to be able to see the movement of the application of the 3 bandhas. As we move into Maha Bandha, the great or the noble lock. Again, sitting up tall, we'll do 3 rounds just to begin with. This is like an introduction really to Maha Bandha. Sitting up tall, the first round, if you'd like, you can lean forward. At the beginning, I used to do that, and sometimes once in a while also do it. It's quite common to do it for Uddiyana Bandha to get that activation, really pulling the navel in and up under the rib cage. Some people might find that helpful. So for the first round, I will guide that, and then the second and third round, just sitting up tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, suck your stomach in and up, chin towards the chest. You can lift the shoulders to the ears. And to release, lift the chin, release the abdomen, and release the pelvic floor. It's quite hard to do to guide at the same time to do. So we'll say that this is like the first round I'll show you, and then we do 3 rounds together. And I won't guide as much, I'll just be doing it because now you know. So applying Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jaladhara Bandha. Then as we exhale, lifting the chin, relaxing the belly, and then the pelvic floor muscles. Doing 3 rounds. Again, sit up tall. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing. 2 more times. One last time. Close your eyes for a moment. And open your eyes. So this is Maha Bandha, the great block. Again, it's an introduction. Just maybe hopefully this gives you a better understanding of Maha Bandha. I have other videos, like I said, for each bandhas. And again, just proceeding with caution when you're practicing it. Also, I didn't mention at the beginning, but some of the contraindications or tips, right, clearly not to be practiced on a full belly. We don't recommend that. But that goes with any yoga practice, to be honest, not to be practiced after eating. But also for pregnant ladies, again, I think that is quite obvious, but it's important to mention it. Any injuries in the upper body or the spine, hernia, I will put more details in the description and also in the blog where you can go through all of that. But this is some of the contraindication also to the practice. And yes, go and explore by yourself. Like I mentioned, I will be making a video regarding the nadis, the churning of the abdomen. I hope this was of value to you. Thank you for watching, and until the next time, namaste.